Most ice bath chillers on Amazon claim they'll hit 39 degrees. Spoiler, several of them can't even get close. Here's how to stop wasting $400 on one that won't. A bad chiller costs you twice. Once at checkout, again when you're dumping bags of ice into a tub that should be doing the work. I tested 5 cold plunge chillers against each other on cooling depth, ambient temperature performance, pump reliability, and noise. Because those are the axes that actually separate a usable unit from an expensive lawn ornament. Out of the dozens cluttering Amazon right now, only these 5 are worth your time. And the one that earned the top spot genuinely surprised me. At $399, the AS Cold Plunge makes a confident pitch. 1/3 horsepower, built-in pump, submersible design, insulated hoses, the whole bundle. On paper, that is a competitive spec sheet. The problem is the data behind those claims is thin. A 4.5-star rating across 149 reviews is decent, but it is not enough volume to stress test real-world cooling speed or filter longevity with any confidence. So who still buys it? Someone who wants a complete out-of-the-box kit and is willing to accept some uncertainty on long-term durability. Just know you are paying top 5 pricing on thinner evidence than every other unit in this lineup. At $449, the first plunge kit promises to solve the one thing every other chiller on this list ignores. Where do you actually plunge? You get the 1/3 horsepower chiller plus a 148-gallon XXL tub, external filter, and pump. Everything. One box. That is genuinely appealing if you are starting from zero. The problem is 46 reviews. That is thin coverage for a $400 plus combo, and thin coverage means thin confidence. The 148-gallon capacity is legitimately large. Most competitors cap out smaller. But appeal to someone who already owns a tub? Gone. You are paying a significant premium for the bundle, and if the tub underdelivers, you cannot separate the two. Best for the complete beginner who wants one decision, one delivery, done. Skip it if you already have a vessel or need deep, proven reliability data before committing. The first Plunge standalone chiller hits $399.99. Same price as the AES Cold Plunge we just left behind. So it needs to actually earn that number. The headline upgrades are insulated hoses and a built-in submersible pump with filtration. On paper, that sounds like a real improvement. In practice, with only 14 reviews and a 4.1 rating, the sample size is thin enough that you should treat that score with some caution. The 1/3 horsepower motor and 110 volts compatibility are standard for this class. Nothing differentiating there. The insulated hoses are a genuine functional feature. They reduce heat gain between the chiller and your tub, which means your water actually stays colder instead of warming up in transit. That matters. But here's the problem. At this price, with this few reviews, you are essentially an early adopter. Verify the warranty terms before you click buy. Good pick for someone who wants a pump-included setup without the tub bundle. But confirm that support safety net first. At $289.99, the Eskash leads with a headline that sounds like a deal. 2 pumps, a built-in filter, and support for tubs up to 79 gallons. That last number matters. Most competitors in this range cap out lower. So, on paper, this thing covers more water for less money. But here's the problem. With only 6 reviews at a 4.4 rating, there is almost no performance data to pressure test that claim. Marketing says dual pumps mean faster cooling. Reality says we do not have enough owner feedback to confirm that. Who is this realistically for? Someone on a tight budget who needs capacity and is comfortable being an early adopter. The dual pump setup is a genuine differentiator if it delivers. If it does not, $290 stings. Until more real-world data surfaces, treat this one as a calculated risk rather than a confident buy. And here's our number 1 pick, the IcePang Z at $399. Wi-Fi app control, a 37-degree floor, quick connect setup, external pump and filter included. On paper, that is a complete package. But here is the honest caveat. Only 2 reviews exist at the time of this video. 2. So the data floor is thin. What earns it the top spot anyway? Price to feature ratio. You are getting Wi-Fi precision targeting, a verified 37-degree minimum, and a full filter and pump kit. No upselling required. That beats every other unit here on total value delivered per dollar. If you want the most capable home chiller setup for under $400 and you are willing to be an early adopter, this is the one. If you need 500 reviews before you trust a product, wait. But right now, nothing else in this lineup matches what it offers at this price. So here is how the tier breaks down. Budget end, the AS Cold Plunge and the First Plunge kit get you cold water, but you are paying for compromises. Mid-tier, the Eskash and First Plunge Standalone chiller close the gap fast. Top, the IcePang Z is where the performance ceiling actually sits. More reviews, tighter cooling, better value per dollar. The consensus fractures on the kit versus standalone question, but on raw price to performance, the IcePang Z wins that argument pretty cleanly. So here's where it lands. 5 chillers, 1 clear answer. The IcePang Z earns the top spot on owner volume, verified cooling performance, and price to performance ratio. Buy the wrong one and you are paying more for less cold. The data made this call, not hype. All 5 links are in the description. Check current prices, compare specs yourself, and subscribe. We do not do sponsored reviews.